Florida may be looking at a red tide-free summer. SNN's Nadine Young spoke with a local expert as to why.
We live within moments of some of the world's finest beaches. The beauty is often marred by dead fish along the coastline.
So red tide is a common name for the species Karenia brevis. And when it's in large concentrations, that's when it's called a bloom.
Dr. Tracy Fanara is Mote Marine's Lab Program Manager of Environmental Health, and she says people want to know what causes red tide.
It's a mix of so many different parameters, including currents, nutrient availability, salinity, and weather patterns. So there's a whole bunch of things that have to come in play to make this perfect storm for Karenia to bloom.
Florida's had 2 years in a row of longer red tide season, and scientists tell me that this year, red tide may be taking the summer off.
Right now we're seeing declines of concentrations, and it's moving towards background concentrations or non-detectable. And so when that starts happening at this time of year, typically we will have at least a few months of clear breathing at the beach.
Dr. Fanara says there's no set pattern for when red tide blooms.
We've increased our monitoring, and our technologies have improved as well. So we're getting that early detection a lot sooner than in the past.
Red tide can cause allergic reactions and respiratory irritation, making it harder to breathe.
But that's why it's so important to check the beach conditions reporting system and to get as much information out to the public as possible so that they can make a good decision when going to the beach.
Reporting in Sarasota, Nadine Young, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Although there are low concentrations of the bloom right now, Mote Marine Lab and Florida Fish and Wildlife will continue to monitor these levels throughout the year.